A lot of people actually miss money in their budget every month because they don't take the time to realize that things they're paying for just don't serve them. So I want to use myself as an example. We bought a house last year, and there were services you need for the upkeep of the house, meaning lawn maintenance as far as seed and fertilizer, all that, a service for that. Bug service. We had just moved in, construction site, bugs, frogs, all types of stuff is coming around. Um, Even cleaner services, whatever the case may be. And the thing is, as you go on, you realize these things come due every year. So I usually pay things every year, full year in advance. Number one, it gives me a discount. But number two, I'm just not a fan of monthly payments. Just that's just being honest. As I've learned how that steals away from us enjoying our life because we have to pay all these different people. So as these things come through, I always ask the question, number one, when I originally bought it, is that issue still there? Number two, what's the cost? So looking at what I paid last year versus this year. And this year I'm looking at the bug service. But I remember I had this going on at the house we stayed at. And I kept it for like 2 years. And then I dropped it. And we've had renters in that house and all different types of things. But one thing that I realized is, a lot of these services you can pay for because it'll fix a problem. And you may need to keep that going for 6 months, 7 months, a year, whatever, just so that the problem doesn't take root again. But there's also a thing of once the problem is solved, what are you really paying for? You're paying for them to come spray pesticides, termite control, whatever, to the air when you don't have a problem. And that's $400 or $500 every year that you're paying. And you can apply that same concept to you got all these different streaming services. Maybe you really look at which one you're watching the most. Keep that one and get rid of the others. I'm not trying to deprive you of other things, but I do want to take out the unnecessary. Taking out the unnecessary allows you to have the money left over so that you can go free up and do other things. I want you to think about this as all the different things because when you're looking at how do I save and invest, I want you to look at how can I just save, invest $25 a month? And then how can I keep raising that up? And when can I keep raising that up? One way is by not paying for things that, again, just no longer serve you. If you've been laid off, don't have a cleaning service, clean your house yourself. If you were paying for a meal service and you're laid off, you should cook and do those things. That's not only saving you money, but you can go ahead and still get the same quality. Now, I understand the convenience of having that, but if you're laid off, and now's not a time for you to have too many conveniences. The point of all this is really look at the things that don't serve you. The other thing I'll say as I was going through and I was just looking at how the cost of oil went up, gasoline, all those type of things, that meant oil changes went up. And every time I talk, I go to the same place all the time, but I would talk to them. They was like, yeah, the price of oil went up. But then they would have certain days of the week and certain hours that you could get the oil change for a heavily discounted rate. The fact of the matter is I have been playing around with this oil change for a while. Why do we get oil changes every 3,000 miles? And a lot of people don't understand, just like kids don't go out and read the rule manual for a sport or anything, do we really go out and read the car manuals for the car we drive? No. So I took a look at the car manual and lo and behold, the car manual guide says, yeah, you really should be getting oil changes every 6,000 miles. For me, that's twice a year. I was getting every 3,000 miles. So right there, I cut 50% of unnecessary costs. Now, granted, I wasn't paying much, but when you add in, you got to get up, you got to go drop your car off and take time from work or schedule a time to get in, you're eliminating some of the unnecessary things while also saving money. Those are the things I want you to look at. And then I want you to get creative with how you can do certain things. So if you're really on a health journey, my best advice to you, if you're on a health journey, is find a gym that you can either work a couple hours at or volunteer at. It'll do two things. It'll speed up your health journey as far as if you're trying to lose weight, build muscle, whatever, but you'll also save a lot of money doing it because those gym memberships do add up. I want you to think about all these things and think about really look at your finances and be like, truly, what am I using and what I bought it because there was a problem, but that problem is no longer there anymore. Those are the things that you need to be cutting right now in this season, in every season. This is not something you stop doing once you're doing well with your finances. This is a continual habit. I still do this. Yes, I have an emergency fund. Yes, we have investments. Yes, we have rental property. We have all the things, but I still stop expenses that no longer serve the household. Hi, my name is Jonathan. I want to help you build your wealth. You have to learn how to practice these money decisions continuously, and this becomes your lifestyle. Follow me for more.